Gerald Johnson.
The speaker, please state your name and address for the record.
Good evening, my name is Gerald Johnson, 15361 Brookhurst Street, Westminster. Good evening, Planning Commission. Good evening to everyone that's here. A little bit of my background. California Corrections, CDC, chaplain for 20 plus years. Also chaplain, Marine Corps Base Camp Pendleton, the same time, leaving those responsibilities in 2013. Trained crisis intervention chaplain, and we train according to second-hand instruction from the chaplaincy that any organization or religious community we respect and support. So that's why I'm here with my temple brothers. Just to say, our religious institutions, sometimes we don't bring in tax dollars such as car dealerships, hotels, things of that nature. But when we look at social justice, when we look at mental capacity, and when we look at what has happened and the changes of our communities, a place like a temple is very, very, very necessary. Again, we don't bring in those large tax, but we do bring in something that's very, very precious and valuable. Just yesterday at my temple, we had a lot of people who had suffered trauma. We have a lot of people who are silently suffering trauma. And to have the temple, and to have those who live in the temple in a place where they are available to encourage each other and be an encouragement to others, you can't put a price on it. So I'm grateful and thankful that I feel the spirit in the room, pleasurable spirit. Thanks for the professional report. I just have one other thing that I'd like to ask. I don't know if that's appropriate or not, but I heard my understanding that every time that they have a special event, that they'll have to come and get city approval to have that special event. And so I'm thinking, well, every time people come to my temple, it's a special event, but we don't have to request a permit for that. So I don't know how that works here, but that's the only thing that I've heard that I'm concerned about. I mean, is that every time, and for me, I don't know how big an event is going to be when I'm doing an event. So what are the balancing point for requesting a permit every time that there's an event? Because every time there's a religious gathering, it is an event. So I just had that question, and I am thankful and grateful to be here. My relationship with the temple, I am a FEMA representative, and so I had a lot of goods that came, and just last week we delivered hand sanitizers for temple use. And so I'll be constantly working with the temple as I work with all organizations. I'm the chaplain for the San Diego County District Attorney's Office and other law enforcement agencies throughout Southern California. Look forward to working with you, and thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you, Mr. Johnson.
Excuse me, Chair, I'll be keeping time since there is a 5-minute limit.
Yes. Up next, we have Dina Lynn. Please state your name and address for the record. You have 5 minutes.
Yes, Honorable
commissioners and staff, thank you for having me here today, and thank you for being here today. My name is Gina Nguyen, and I live at 10382 Bonnie Drive in the city of Garden Grove. I am in the same district with the Quan Am Temple. The Quan Am Temple was the reason I ran for office in 2006. In 2005, I cashed out some of my pension to do that campaign. My mother came to me one day and said, "You know that temple I go to? You know they're having trouble building the temple because they said the abbot cannot live there." A little bit background on the Buddhist religion. It is the Buddhist religion for the abbots and the clergymen to live at the temple because they are the keeper of the souls that have passed. And people in the Buddhist religion, they go to the temple to visit the people that have passed already. And they have a special connection with the temple because they put their loved ones at the temple, not cremation or anything like that. They put a picture of the mother, of the child, of the grandmother, so that when they need emotional support, when they need some kind of inner peace, they come to the temple. And I never regret running in 2006. During that time, the city also had a lawsuit against it by the ACLU. The ACLU was representing the temple because of the issue of not being able to be built. The residents of the temple surrounding the temple were not of the same demographic now. Imagine 16 years ago, you don't have the same number of Hispanic people in the city, you don't have the same number of Vietnamese. And so it is understandable for those who were there before us to be afraid and make allegations that were very horrific. One of them was that the abbot at the temple were housing massage businesses that were committing prostitutions. It was bothering me a lot to hear these things of an organization that I go visit on a monthly basis with my mother. I asked Chief Polazar, I said, "Chief, you know, I heard that they have allegations regarding this. Is it true?" "Well, I want to know, because this is the place I trust. These are the people I go for my spiritual healing. I don't want that kind of business there." And Chief Polazar said to me, "No." I said, "Are you sure?" He says, "Yes, I'm sure." "You did the investigation, Chief?" "Yes." Were there anything?" "No." And as Ms. Maria said, that they didn't have any complaint. Since 2008, that's 13 years ago, this church is like any other church. It will have 3 major holidays. The New Year, the Lunar New Year, that's 1. Mother's Day, that's 2. And Buddha's birthday, that's 3. And I would imagine that if we pass by a church on Stanford on Christmas Day, on Easter, on New Year's Day, we would as well see the parking overflowing. Should this temple have the same treatment? And for us not to worry about, what about that special event? What is special to us? It is that Christmas Day. I'm raised in a house of dual religion. I'm a Christian and a Buddhist. So I celebrate Christmas, I celebrate Easter, I celebrate Ash Wednesday. So to me, it's like, it's important for me to go to the church and not have to worry that, okay, I'm gonna cause the church some code violation because we overflow on Christmas Day. So that's the kind of thing I would like to see if staff could clarify. You know, special events, what do you mean by that? Every weekend is a special event. Could we go there to summon all the community as a unity, as a community that's unified? Families go there to unify. Everyone go there to unify. And that's the reason why I'm here to support this project and to kind of tell you about a little bit of history about it and to tell you a little bit about the religion. They should have a right to practice the religion the way they know it, the way any religion is being practiced right now. we don't, and I do remember when I was on the council, there were tons of concerns with the surrounding neighbors, and one of them was, we don't want those bright colors. We don't want those wing out roof. And I said, wow, they're really getting into little details.
Thank you, Ms. White.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time.
Next, we have Mr. Allen move 4.